Yeah, here's some more video of my tank. It's a 10-foot tank, mostly full of clown loaches and a bunch of other loaches. There's some fire eels in here. But that's about it. I got a bunch of live rock, or used to be live rock, it's dead now, but in here that I had left over from a saltwater tank from years ago. I saved it. I was having a problem with my pH, kept dropping, giving me really bad dips. So I talked to some of the guys, a couple of guys said they didn't think it'd be a problem. Some guys didn't think it'd be a good idea, and I went ahead and put it in about 8 months ago, and my pH has been holding really nice. I mean, 7.5, a little high, but it hasn't dropped at all. I mean, it stays nice and steady. It doesn't seem to bother the fish. And here's the filtration system. Here's the sump. I look through the water. Water drops into the socks, the filter socks. And then from there, I've got a dolphin pump tied to this sump, and it's got a 2-inch line. And then right here, I've got a clear canister full of charcoal that I change out usually once a month. Help keep the water clear. Let's see, over here I've got the 2-inch line, which runs around the side of the stand, and then it comes back around the back, and then goes up and then dumps back into the tank. And then I've got these T's coming off that 2-inch line. There's a 3/4 inch line there. I think that one's a 1-inch line. There's another one back there that's a 1-inch line. 2 of these lines run over to this tower, the bio tower, full of bio balls for to go to the bio. I found this octagon acrylic tower. It had a little body, it kind of was used. I bought it at a fish store for 25 bucks. It had a hole in the bottom. I patched, fixed it. And it's got a 50 gallons worth of bio balls in it. And there's a tray on top where it all got holes and drips all the way down through it. I've had that there for quite a while. And it's actually part of the room too. If you look here, you can see inside the room. This is my den, my fish room, I call it. I got a couch and a chair, and then over here I got the bio tower, which I think is kind of cool looking. Actually does a good job too. Actually have another bio tower over here. It's an 8-inch piece of PVC pipe. That's holding about 15 gallons worth of bio balls. Same setup. That one dumps back into the tank, into the sump. Then I've got an RO, a 5-stage that I used to have on my salt water. So I took the membrane and out. And I've got all the canisters full of carbon or charcoal. So I'm running water through it. There's a bathroom behind this tank, and I'm tied into the water line. So I've got a float system on the tank and the sump. So constantly adding water for evaporation, and I've got an automatic water change going too. I'll talk about that here in a minute. And then the bio towers drop into this 40-gallon planted tank. I set up, I set this thing up about, 5-6 months ago, just to try it out. It seems to be working really well. I like it. And I just threw a few plants in there and haven't really done anything, and all of a sudden, threw a cheap light I bought, cheap fluorescent light, and I got plants growing everywhere. I mean, they're actually growing out of the water. There's some fish in there. There's actually, I threw in some skunk loaches and some little yo-yos, and one day I was out here and I seen this line here, where the water's going up, and I seen a little fish inside one of the lines. It was one of the return lines coming from the bottom. I was like, what the hell is that? And I followed, it was a skunk loach. So they travel from the planted tank through the drain there, through the little hose, and they were going to the bottom down there. This thing was just packed with snails. I mean it was an inch thick of just little tiny snails, and he went in there and cleaned them all out. And now they're constantly in there keeping them clean. So that's the planted tank part, and then it comes out and drains right there. It's got a little overflow, a bunch of little holes I drilled in it, and it dumps into the sump here. And the rest of the water, you know, doesn't go through, doesn't come off these tees, goes up and dumps back into the tank. Now, I'm getting a lot of bio from all this rock too, I'm sure of it. And so that's what I've got going. Right now you can't really see too many of the loaches, but there's probably, I mean there's probably at least 100 loaches in here, maybe more. Ranging from 8-9 inches all the way down to maybe an inch. There's some fire eels. There's one of them. There's one. There's another one sticking his head out right there. Alright, I got there's a piece of zucchini in there. I threw in there for the loaches will be munching on that tonight, and some of the other fish will be enjoying that. Alright, here you go. Bye.